Hello, good afternoon. Hi, Jais. Good afternoon, students. Is there anyone? Yes, two persons are there. Is my voice is clear? Hello. Uh, Hello, Himabindu. Good afternoon, ma. Right. This is one of the another tool I just tried today. So my intention is my student has to know all the technology. So this is one of the important tool in the YouTube. So you can discuss anything in this, and if you are very familiar with this, and you can make money also. If whatever your career, suppose if you become if you are very interested in cooking, you can post videos here, and you can just talk to the persons here. And YouTube having a lot of opportunities in future. So I just tried one, how it will looks like. I hope it seems to be good. Yes, the purpose of this YouTube live is to just for discussion. Yes, Hemabindu here. Can you share the link in the group? Yeah, sure, Hemabindu. Definitely, I will subscribe your channel. Just forward at least one video to this, and I will definitely subscribe. So everybody will have the YouTube, right? Can you just share this link in the group so that everybody will can join? Is there any other persons who are there? Hit the like button at the topmost left corner. Have you done this, Himabindu? Can you share the link in the group? Right. Right. Thank you, ma. Thank you. Right. So somebody asked, and some of you have sent the assignment questions to my mail, and I'm very happy to see those assignments. Some of you have started the preparation, right? It's my duty to convey the topics, whatever the important topics are there. Yes, I have seen right now that. Thank you very much, Mabindu. Thank you very much. So important topics and important questions for external exam. We have just 3 units under basic electrical engineering. We have just 3 units. So I would like to discuss about the important topics in second unit. Under I just in the morning I sent one PDF file regarding transformer and induction motor. Transformer and induction motor. Under second unit we have electrical machines. Electrical machines. In the electrical machines, it is divided into four topics. The first one is DC machines, and second one is the AC machines. Under DC machines, we have DC motors and DC generators. I have already submitted. I already shared that document, PDF document in your group. And under AC machines, we have transformers and induction machines. I just shared the documents in the morning. So coming to important topics and important questions under AC machines. Otherwise, let's have a chart. How what are the difficult topics you feel in second unit? Have you feel any difficulty in second unit? What are the topics you feel? So under DC machines or AC machines, any topics are there to you feel difficulty? Let me know. And first topic is that under DC generator. The first one is the DC generator as usual. Under DC generator, the construction part, EMF equation, generated EMF equation, and the types of DC generators. So those are the three important topics in DC generator part. And yes, good afternoon, Indra. Good afternoon, Indra Kasireddy. Very good. Good afternoon, ma. Uh, yes, thank you. So in the DC generator, as I discussed in the yes, Som Sai Pranit. Good afternoon, Som Sai Pranit. So it seems to be like yes. Good afternoon. So I hope it's a wrong time or I think it's a sleeping time for you. Only seven people are there. So after a long time, Arun Kumar. Yes, Arun Kumar. Good afternoon, ma. Good afternoon, Arun. Yes, yes, Krishnamurthy, Bhuvaneshwar. Yes, Bhuvana. Good afternoon, ma. Good afternoon to all. Just now, I'm just talking about what are the topics we have under second unit. So, so most topics there are mainly four topics: DC generators, DC motors, transformers, and induction motor. So those are the four machines we have to learn. Under those four, two are DC machines and one is AC machines. So coming to DC machines, DC generator, there are three concept, three questions. So all concepts and each and every question have video in our channel. You can watch it. Each and every suppose construction of DC generator, one question. So generated EMF equation of a DC generator, one video, and the types of DC generators and one video. So those are the three important concepts in DC generator, and all those concept we have separated video, and I shared the material to you also. So DC generator part, and coming to DC motor part, we have uh, again the construction working principle. The second one is back EMF concepts, and the third one is the speed control methods. In the DC motor, we have to very much concentrate on speed control methods. Under speed control methods, we have three methods. One is armature voltage control method, and second one is field flux control method, and third one is third one is the input voltage control method. So these are the three important important topics in the DC motor. One is construction and working principle. Another one is the back EMF and those problems. And third one is the speed control methods of a DC motor. So under the speed control, we have three more methods. So each method has separate diagram. So whenever the question came for DC motor speed control, each method, the armature voltage control method or the field flux control method, or last one is the input voltage control method. Each method has a diagram, and you have to draw those diagram and explain each and everything. So then you can have it's a essay question. So that is a possible questions under DC motor. So four questions in DC motor and four questions in DC generators. That is those are the four important questions in uh, DC machines. I will share all those things through your WhatsApp. You no need to write down. I will write on the paper and I will take a picture and I will send it to your WhatsApp group. So those are the questions under DC machines. So coming to DC AC machines, Coming to AC machines, we have uh, transformers. So under transformer, again the construction working principle and the differentiation between core type and shell type transformers. That is the one question. And the second question is about EMF equation. EMF equation of a transformer is one of the important question, and derivation. So EMF equation of a transformer at primary side E1 is equal to 4.44 F frequency into maximum flux into number of turns. It is one of the important question with including the numerical problems. So this topic and construction working principle is also having videos. You can watch those videos in our channel, or if you watch the videos or animated videos, then you can have something visualization. After that, when you open the notes or whatever the material you have, then you can have the picture of concepts అంటే మీరు you can easily understand. So మీకు బాగా అర్థం అవ్వాలంటే, so first watch the whatever the video we have. So animated video, whatever the video watch చేసిన తర్వాత, then you can go for preparation or read subject material చదివితే, then you can have a better understanding. Okay, that is EMF equation of a transformer. And the next important question is testing of transformer. In the transformers, we have testing of transformer. So how can we test the transformers, and how can we calculate the losses? What is the test we are conducting? Open circuit test and short circuit test. Under open circuit test, we can calculate core losses or iron losses, Under short circuit test, we can calculate copper losses. So for calculation of losses, we are conducting those states. So after calculation of losses, then we can go for efficiency calculations. The efficiency is nothing but output by input. Again, input can be written as output plus losses, so that we can calculate the efficiency of transformers also, right? So with this, and one more point is the transformer equivalent circuit of a transformer. So these are the four important questions under transformer. These are four important questions under transformers. Yes, 13 people are there. So ట్రాన్స్ఫార్మర్ లో ఇవి ఇంపార్టెంట్ క్వశ్చన్స్. దీనిలో కూడా మనకి 4 క్వశ్చన్స్ వస్తాయి. ఫస్ట్ కన్స్ట్రక్షన్ వర్కింగ్ ప్రిన్సిపల్, సెకండ్ క్వశ్చన్ ఈజ్ ట్రాన్స్ఫార్మర్ ఈఎంఎఫ్ ఈక్వేషన్ ఆఫ్ ఏ ట్రాన్స్ఫార్మర్, అండ్ ద థర్డ్ క్వశ్చన్ ఈజ్ ద టెస్టింగ్ ఆఫ్ ట్రాన్స్ఫార్మర్, and last one is the equivalent circuit or transformer on load and no load condition. So those are the four important questions we have under transformer. You can watch videos. Those each and every question has separate videos in our channel, right? Is the suppose is one way topic. If you have any questions, you can type there. If you want any topic further explanation, I am ready to explain those concepts again. This is I'll just try for this new method. Students కూడా ఒకసారి టెక్నాలజీని పరిచయం చేస్తే, సో ఇది is first time I am also doing this thing. So these are many things are available which we don't know. సో మనకి తెలియనివి ప్రపంచంలో చాలా ఉన్నాయి. సో ఒక్కొక్కటి తెలుసుకుంటా. సో ఎప్పుడైనా చెప్పినప్పుడు ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ ఆర్ ద బెస్ట్ థింగ్స్ టు క్రియేట్ న్యూ థింగ్స్ అని, ఎప్పుడైనా ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ వచ్చినప్పుడే మనం కొత్తగా విషయాలు ఏమైనా నేర్చుకోవడానికి ట్రై చేస్తూ ఉంటాం. సో దిస్ is one of the next things, and 9 peoples are there. Please hit the like button at the topmost corner. Would you like to say something else? Indra, Somsai, Arun, Bhuna, Himabindu. So the last topic is about induction motor. So induction motor, that too it is three-phase induction motor. So three-phase induction motor, before going for discussion about three-phase induction motor, we discussed how we can generate the three-phase power. Up to now, we discussed a single-phase transformer. So how a single-phase phase and neutral. So domestic purpose, we can have a single-phase supply. So that to 230 volts, 50 Hz supply. Then we have to go for three-phase induction motor. Why? Because these three-phase induction motors are used widely in almost all industries. Use this induction motor, three-phase induction motors. So I already mentioned the scientist Tesla is the reason behind these AC machines. And these three-phase induction motors in any industry, if you have any 100 machines are there, under 100 machines, we have 75% are induction motors. Any industry you can take, beverage industry, paper industry, any industry. So these induction motors are plays a major role. So especially in our lift irrigation projects, we use this induction motors. So every engineer has to know the basics of these three phase induction motors. So to start with the three phase induction motor, when we are giving three phase supply to the induction motor, first of all we have to know how we can generate the three phases. So for that purpose, we started discussion on how we are generating three phase induction or three phase supply. So though even it is not in the syllabus, we discuss. So whenever we are having North Pole and South Pole, if one coil or one conductor is rotating, we can have one sinusoidal waveform. If you put another conductor with 120 degrees of phase difference and we rotate all those two conductors or two coils in a magnetic field, we can generate two phases. If you have three coils with a phase difference of 120 degrees and rotating in the magnetic fields, then we can have three phase supply. I already explained in the online class, and a video has shown to understand the production of three phase supply. So we understand that there is a three phase supply R by B, so red, yellow, and blue color. So those three phase supply with the phase difference of 120 degrees. So with the phase difference of 120 degrees, and how a three phase waveform representation is also I mentioned. So graphical representation, and vector representation also we discussed in the previous class. And so with that three phase supply, we have to give to the induction motor. So three phase supply in induction motor kiste how that electrical energy is converted to mechanical energy anedi we discuss. So in the under DC, under this three phase induction motors, the first important concept is construction working same. Three phase induction motor construction ఎలా ఉంటుంది, working of three phase induction motor. So rotor, stator, so rotating magnetic field ఎలా create అవుతుంది, so what is the magnitude of those rotating magnetic field. So synchronous speed అంటే ఏంది, so what is synchronous speed, the speed at which the stator magnetic field rotates. So synchronous speed ns is equal to 120 f by p. So 120 f by p. So that much concepts are there. And after that we are discussing about the torque and slip equations. Slip is equal to ns minus nr by ns. So slip speed. After that we are discussed about the torque equation and torque slip characteristics. This is one of the important concept in induction motor. Torque slip characteristics. So we discussed these things in under uh, three phase induction motors. Okay, so three phase induction motor, three questions, transformers nearly 3 to 4 questions, DC motor 4 questions, and DC generator 3 questions. Totally under second unit we have just 12 to 13 questions only. So very important questions, 12 to 13 questions. If you prepare those 12 to 13 questions, I hope and I think you will clearly easily can complete the BW subject under second unit. So you have internal choice also. So at least you have internal choice. What my problem is, if you see any problems in the question paper, you will get a suffocation. సో ఎందుకో మీరు ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ చూడంగానే ఫీల్ అవుతాను. జస్ట్ ఇట్స్ ఏ బేసిక్ ఎలక్ట్రికల్ ఇంజనీరింగ్. ఇట్స్ నాట్ డెప్త్ సబ్జెక్ట్. సో ఎలక్ట్రికల్ స్టూడెంట్స్కి ఇచ్చినంత డెప్త్గా మీకు ఇవ్వరు కాబట్టి జస్ట్ దే విల్ చెక్ యువర్ బేసిక్ నాలెడ్జ్ అండర్ ఎలక్ట్రికల్ ఇంజనీరింగ్. కాబట్టి మీకు సింపుల్ సపోజ్ ఈఎంఎఫ్ ఈక్వేషన్ ఆఫ్ ఏ ట్రాన్స్ఫార్మర్. సో 4.44 ఎఫ్ into 5 max into n1. So if we know that formula, so they will all the data given and one parameter will be missed. So we have to calculate that parameter by using that formula. So if you are not practice that formula and if you are not remembering that formula, you are unable to do. So if you practice and if you remember that formula, then you can easily understand and you can easily get the marks also. So if it is a problem, if you've done the problem perfectly, so full score will be there. Or if it is a theory question, if you written number of pages also, it may be or may not be. That's why, so if any problematic questions are there, if you practice those problematic questions and if you solve those problems, then you will get good score, right? Yes. Yes, is there any questions from your side? Arun Kumar, Somsai, Himabindu. So just today we are just discussing about those second unit, and I think this is enough for us under second unit. So coming to third unit, it is just a power generation plants. So whatever the power generation plants, how we are generating the power we discussed. So power will be generated by using, yes, yes. Thank you, Somsai, Praneeth. Thank you, Praneeth. And in the third unit, we have power generating concepts. So different power plants are there. So different power plants means we discussed about first one is thermal power stations. So each power plant, the same concept, the mechanical energy has to be converted to electrical energy. So how we are giving mechanical energy is the key point for each and every each and every power plant. Suppose if you take the thermal power plant, we have to heat the water by using coal. So heat the water, will get the steam. The steam will rotate the turbines. So the turbine will give mechanical energy to the generator or alternator to generate electricity. So mechanical energy అనేది ఎలా వస్తుందంటే స్టీమ్ ద్వారా టర్బైన్స్ రొటేట్ చేయడం వల్ల థర్మల్ పవర్ ప్లాంట్ లో మెకానికల్ ఎనర్జీ విల్ బి కన్వర్టెడ్ టు ఎలక్ట్రికల్ ఎనర్జీ. దట్ ఈస్ స్టీమ్ థర్మల్ పవర్ ప్లాంట్ ఆర్ డీజిల్ పవర్ ప్లాంట్. అదే విండ్ పవర్ ప్లాంట్స్ లో వీ కెన్ యూజ్ ద విండ్ wherever the wind velocity is high. So under hill areas లో wind velocity ఎక్కువ ఉంటుంది కాబట్టి, so at that point we'll establish windmills. So that wind will generate a mechanical energy, so gives the mechanical energy. That mechanical energy will be converted to electrical energy in wind power plants. Coming to nuclear power stations, so the water will be, the steam will be converted to converted to mechanical energy, and it will turbine, it will rotate the turbine. So how we are generating the steam is the first point. And the thermal power plant, we use the coal to heat the water. In nuclear power plant, we use the radioactive elements, nuclear reactor. We use the nuclear reactor. So the construction, the control rods, each and every parts will be discussed in the block diagram. And by using nuclear reactor, we generate the heat. That heat will be used to convert water to steam. So our steam only again the same process. The steam will generate, give us to turbine. It will rotate and it will convert to mechanical energy. That is the same process in nuclear power plant also. And coming to uh, ocean energy, so tidal waves. So that waves in the ocean also, we can use that kinetic energy to convert that kinetic energy into mechanical energy to rotate the turbines. So wave energy, and we discussed about the solar power plants also. So photovoltaic cells we used, and that solar energy, the solar radiation can be converted to electrical energy. So in the solar power plant, and geothermal energy, but it is not in our country, but some other countries have very much heat inside the earth. సో ఎర్త్ లో ఉన్న హీట్ ని ఉపయోగించుకొని వీ కెన్ హీట్ ద వాటర్. సో దే విల్ they will send two pipes into the ground. So one pipe, through one pipe they will send the water. So the water will be heated up. That much of heat is available in the ground. So that steam will be again generated to use it to generate electricity. That is geothermal energy. So these are all some conventional energies, or some are non-conventional energy, and we can say in other words, renewable energy sources or non-renewable energy sources. Renewable energy sources in the sense we can regenerate the energy. Suppose if it is solar energy, solar radiation, sun radiations are the input. So we can, it is అవి ఎంత యూస్ చేసినా అవ్వవు, but we can regenerate those things, wind and solar. Suppose if it is the thermal power plant, conventional power plant are non-renewable energy sources. Why? Because the coal is used to heat the water. If the coal is used and the ash is produced, again we cannot use coal. So day by day, coal mines, coal plants అనేవి అవి reduce అవుతా ఉంటాయి, క్వాంటిటీ రెడ్యూస్ అవుతూ ఉంటుంది కాబట్టి we cannot regenerate. So those are called non-renewable energy sources or non conventional energy, conventional sources. So this is about power plants. After that, after generating the power, we have to transmit the power to the consumers. So generation part is completed. After that, we have to transmit the power. So transmission of power is there. So after transmission, and we have to distribute the power. So I already give the one example. So power plants generate the power by using long transmission lines or medium transmissions or short transmission lines. Depends on the distance. Depends on the distance. Suppose the distance is between 80 kilometers, 0 to 80 kilometers, it's a short transmission lines. And if it is between 80 to 240 kilometers, it is medium transmission lines. Or if it is more than 240 kilometers, it's a long transmission lines. So it depends on the voltage also. Okay, if the high voltage is like 765 kV, it is a maximum voltage in our country to transmit power. So 765 kV transmission lines, 132 kV transmission lines, sometimes it will be 220 kV transmission lines. So those are all called long transmission lines. Okay, after transmission, again we have to distribute power to our houses. So there are step by step methods are there, we already discussed. So what is primary transmission, what is secondary transmission, primary distribution, secondary distribution. Again in transmission lines, short transmission lines, so how we are representing those transmission lines, how we are who is the superman, who is that, anyway, seems to good. Thank you. So transmission line, if it is a short transmission line, we use normal one inductance, one resistance, and one reactance. And coming to medium transmission lines, we have two types. One is pi method and T method. So the capacitor is divided, or sometimes it will be resistor and reactance will be off of. We can use the. So I already used those circuits. I already showed to you, and we discussed those things. How a medium transmission line can be represented. T model seems to be, it will look like a T, and pi model, and it will seems to be a pi network. Why? Because at source side one capacitance and load side another capacitor we can place it. So that is C by 2, half capacitor at source side and half of the capacitor at load side. So that is pi method. So in this way we can have uh, transmission lines, long transmission lines, short transmission lines, and medium transmission lines, right? After that, we discussed about distribution of power. So primary distribution. So each and every street, rendu moodu streets kalpi, we are having one transformer. So the transformer will step down the voltage from uh, 11 kV to 415 volts. మన హౌస్ లో ఉండే మెయిన్స్ సింగిల్ ఫేజ్ 230 volts అనేవి మన స్ట్రీట్ లో ఉన్న పోల్ కి త్రీ ఫేజ్ లో ఒక పోల్ కనెక్ట్ చేస్తారు. దట్ ఈస్ త్రీ ఫేజ్ 415 volts. Then we can connect one phase, that is 230 volts we can obtain. ఓకే, టు బ్యాలెన్స్ ఆల్ దో త్రీ ఫేజ్, ఆ స్ట్రీట్ లో ఉన్న హౌసెస్ ని డివైడ్ చేసి ఒక్కొక్క ఫేజ్ ని బ్యాలెన్స్ చేసుకుంటూ దే విల్ సప్లై ద వోల్టేజ్. దట్ ఈస్ డిస్ట్రిబ్యూషన్ ఆఫ్ పవర్. Right, is there any questions from your side? This is third unit. In the third unit, mainly types of power plants. So they may ask each any power plant with the block diagram. We have to explain with the block diagram. Suppose the question may be like this: explain the thermal power plant, explain the construction operation of a thermal power plant with the neat sketch and with the block diagram annappudu. So I have given one block diagram and I explained with that block diagram. So how a boiler will be, where we are getting water from. So river, so boiler, economizer, next turbine, alternator, again flue gases, how we are steam again will get back to the condenser. So those block diagram we have to explain, right? In the hydel power plant also, suppose sorry, I forgot hydel power plant also. Hydel power plant means wherever we are reservoiring the water with construction of dam. So with that reservoiring of water, we are having storing the water which is having high potential energy. If we are use the penstocks to take the water to downwards, so the downward force having kinetic energy, so water has the kinetic energy. With that kinetic energy we again rotate the turbine, that mechanical energy will be converted to electrical energy. So the terms surge tank, so sometimes valves, so dam, reservoir, turbine, alternator, so downstream. So these are the terms we have to, technical terms we can use that, right? Yes. Is there any questions? So this is about third unit. Who is this Superman? May I know your name? Right. I just invited our civil students. So within short time, I also decided to just try how it will looks like. It seems good. You can also try with your friends, but it is recorded lively. Okay, it recorded lively. Yes. Is there any questions? Yes. Some of you, just 5 likes are there. Yes, 13 people are watching. Yes. I'm asking my students. Is there any topics you feel difficulty for especially civil students reading about basic electrical engineering? So you may feel it's not your subject, but as a civil engineer or as a mechanical engineer, you should learn these basic things of electrical engineering. Why? Because nowadays an engineer, if you want to work in any industry, so multidisciplinary things are very very important. సో ఇప్పుడు ఒక ఇంజనీర్ ఒక ప్లాంట్ లో వర్క్ చేస్తూ ఐ డోంట్ నో దోస్ థింగ్స్, ఐ డోంట్ నో, అవి నాకు తెలియదు, ఇవి నాకు తెలియదు అంటే ఇట్ సీమ్స్ టు బి ఆడ్. At least an electrical engineer has to know the basics of mechanical and electrical. Civil student has to know the basics of electrical and electronics, and mechanical students also know the basics of civil and electrical and electronics. So it's a multidisciplinary students. Yes, ma Vani. Hi, how are you? Hi. Yes, good afternoon, Vani. Right. Thank you for coming. And just for different things, we are conducting meetings. We conduct online class at Zoom app, and we have done with Google Duo and that Google Meet app also. Right. I don't know who is this person. Yes, thank you for your message and thanks you for your concern. Right. Is there any topics left behind for you? And if you want, you can ask. Oh, you're from okay, right. How you do know much, Vani? How can you know? So, good afternoon, Venkatesh. Good afternoon, Vani. How would you know I'm coming on online YouTube live? How would you know, Vani? I don't know. Yes, I know your name, but I forgot your face. Yes, Vani. How are you? So these are all my BTech students. Yeah, నువ్వు ఇంత దూరం మళ్ళీ రావాలంటే you have to take 2 more years. You are from Chennai. Okay, right. Anyway, thanks for coming, Mister. Yes, yes, good Vani, good. So how your preparation? Yeah, exams are there after everybody is saying in June, July, Vani. So yes, super man. Yes, you are a big fan of me. Right. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yes, my students are there. Yes, yes, ma. Is there any things under basic electrical things you want to know, or so? How would you know? So I just sent invitation from my students. So how would you know, ma, Vani? How do you know about this live? Right? Everybody hit the like button. So 16 people are there. But don't worry, I will write on paper the each and every question I discussed here. I will write on paper and I will send to your WhatsApp group. So whatever we are having a civil first year group. So for that purpose, I will send all those questions to your mail or your group. Don't worry. So prepare in order. So first prepare these questions first. After that, we go for. You can start preparation for other questions. So these are the first important. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Is there anything? Is there anything less left behind to discuss? Yes. And coming to first unit under basic electrical engineering, the first unit is about electrical circuits part. So one of the first important questions is nodal analysis and superposition. Sorry, mesh analysis, loop analysis, or nodal analysis. Before that, some network reduction techniques when the resistors are connected in series and resistors are connected in parallel. So that is things. Those are the basics for understanding the theorems. So the question may be in nodal analysis and mesh analysis also. So after that, you should prepare about superposition theorem. So one of the finest theorem and the most important question under first unit. You may expect the question. Superposition theorem. They will give one circuit, explain, find the current in any branch by using superposition theorem. So that may be the question. Or explain state and explain the superposition theorem with your own example. So that may be the question. And after that, we should learn about the fundamentals of AC. So fundamentals of AC, under fundamentals of AC, we have to calculate the average value, RMS value, peak factor, and form factor. They may be given like this question may be like this. They will give one sinusoidal waveform. They calculate average value, RMS value, peak factor, and form factor for the given waveform. Or calculate these RMS and average value for half wave rectifier. So half wave rectifier ki, how we are having the output voltage. So negative cycle will be zero. సో నెగిటివ్ సైకిల్ అనేది ఉండదు, ఓన్లీ పాజిటివ్ సైకిల్ మాత్రమే ఉంటుంది. సో అక్కడ టైం పీరియడ్ చూసుకొని వీ హ్యావ్ టు క్యాలిక్యులేట్ యావరేజ్ వాల్యూ అండ్ ఆర్ఎంఎస్ వాల్యూ, రైట్? If you want to calculate, suppose the question may be like they will give one triangular waveform. So triangular waveform ఇచ్చేసి then they will ask about this average and RMS value. So you have to mainly discuss and you have to learn these definitions first: time period, magnitude, frequency. So maximum value and the peak value. So both are similar, so synonyms. Okay. So that is the fundamentals of AC. That is the question. And after that, we discussed about power factor concepts. So power factor, active power, reactive power, and when that RL series and RL RC series networks. So resistance, inductance series lo unnappudu how we can calculate the current. Impedance Z is equal to R plus JXL. XL is nothing but inductive reactance. XC is nothing but inductive capacitive reactance. XL is omega L inductive reactance. Xc is equal to 1 by omega C, that is in capacitive reactance. So Z is equal to R plus JXL. Z is equal to R minus JXC. So you have to understand these concepts. When you want to calculate the power factor, the angle between the voltage and current. So the cosine of the angle between voltage and current is nothing but a cos theta. So that is also known as a power factor. So phase difference, lagging phase. So if it is an inductive load, the current will lags behind the voltage. If it is a capacitive load, the current leads the voltage by phase angle. So these are the simple things. So we have power triangle. So the power triangle, active power is mentioned in kilowatts. P is the active power, and the reactive power is Q. The units will be VARs, VAR, kilovolt ampere reactives, kVAR. And if it is a total power, apparent power, S is equal to P plus JQ. So total power in the kVA, kilovolt ampere. So units and the power triangle and impedance triangle. So you have to understand those things, and simple circuits, RL series circuit, RLC series circuit, and those things are there in the first unit. So in again the first unit, four concept. First is nodal and mesh analysis, some resistive networks, and second one is the superposition theorem and the fundamentals of AC. After that, active reactive power and series RL RLC networks. So these are the important questions under first unit. So I hope I discussed everything under first unit and second unit and third unit. So first, second, third unit. So these are the things we can. Yes, Prakash sir. Hi, how are you? Prakash, is Devudu నువ్వేనా? Hi, Devudu. Yes, ma. Yes, yes. I hope. Where are my students? I don't know, but yes, yes. I'm asking my question. My students. Is there any questions from my students? Yes, Himabindu and Indra, Somsai, Arun Kumar, Bhavna. Is there any questions from your side, ma? Or otherwise, this is the last time. It's a fine thing, and we'll discuss the same in our regular online classes also. On that time, we can ask. So, is there any inconvenience caused to you? I'm deeply regretted, and I am very happy to meet you at another platform like this. So, in this Corona time, so just my student has to know. So, what are the available things are there to learn? సో ఏమేమి టెక్నాలజీ ఉంది అనేది జస్ట్ మీకు పరిచయం చేయడానికే ఐ హావ్ డన్ దీస్ థింగ్స్. సో మిగతా క్లాస్‌లో అయితే దెన్ యూ కెన్ కమ్యూనికేట్. దిస్ ఇస్ ఓన్లీ ప్రాసెస్ వీ కెన్ కమ్యూనికేట్ త్రూ ది మెసేజెస్. ఎనీవే, ఐఎమ్ వెరీ హ్యాపీ టు బి పార్ట్ ఆఫ్ దిస్, అండ్ ఐఎమ్ వెరీ గ్లాడ్ సమ్ ఆఫ్ యూ హ్యావ్ జాయిన్డ్ విత్ మీ, అండ్ ఐఎమ్ వెరీ గ్రేట్‌ఫుల్ టు యూ. రైట్? సూపర్ మ్యాన్, బ్యాట్‌మ్యాన్. Right, right, Mark, Bona, right. Thank you very much. Thank you for your concern message. I don't know who is this Batman. Hey, thank you, Indra. Thank you very much. I don't know who is this Superman. Yes, I miss you too, man. I miss you too. Uh, yes, Bona. Yes, it's you. Can you take attendance? I have seen. So only 12 people are there. 12 or 13 people. I will message you. I will message. I will talk to you regarding that. Okay. Superman, I am coming for. Yes, I am waiting. Yes, come forward. I am. Okay, my yes, yes. You can leave. So my students, civil students, you can leave. We can discuss the same things in further. Right? Thank you very much. Right, Bona. Right. Thank you very much. Uh, if possible, you can take. Otherwise, I will give you some numbers. Okay. So may I know your name, Mister Superman? Right. Yes, thank you very much. We'll meet again. Thank you for your concern. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Good luck. Bye. Thank you.